Hello, I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Jack.
And this is baby Theo. We've come from London, UK, and we'll tell you a little bit about Theo's experience. So when Theo was born, he was born with quite an extensive tongue tie, which meant his frenulum was attached all the way to the end of his tongue. After a couple of weeks of getting frustrated and not being able to latch to breastfeed, we took him to a private doctor where they were able to address the tongue tie using scissors to release the tongue. After a couple more weeks after that, we realized that the feeding hadn't improved, and by then we had migrated completely to the bottle as he was still getting frustrated because he couldn't latch at the breast during breastfeeding. We continued moving on and we realized that there was a lot of neck tension as well, and we took him to several physios and osteopaths, and they said that the tension was due to the frenulum in the tongue being reattached and it being very tight. So again, we went and sought a different expert, and they said yes, the tongue had reattached and they needed to readdress the tongue tie. So again, he had it snipped with scissors. They had warned us that it would be very risky because of the accumulation of the different attempts and the potential for any scar tissue. We were really worried, but we had no options. Before we were coming to Dubai, we realized that actually we started to see that the frenulum was reattaching once again, and we were coming here to visit my parents. By then, we were both at wit's end, and we went and did our own research, and we came across Dr. Medhat's name on a child forum. Once we came to Dubai, we reached out to my pedia clinic to book an appointment just so that Theo can be addressed and so that he can have a consultation with Dr. Medhat. What we realized is Dr. Medhat had told us, yes, that the tongue had reattached and it was quite severe. We were really worried at the time. And Dr. Medhat actually also told us, after inspecting his upper lip, that he also had a lip tie, which no other expert had told us about previously. We had a couple of minutes to discuss it between ourselves, and we decided that the right thing to do was to go ahead with the procedure because we didn't want it to impact his future speech or feeding or anything along those lines. So we did the procedure. He's falling asleep. We did the procedure. We were asked to step out of the clinic and it would take 30 minutes. It actually took faster than we were able to get a coffee. And when we were back, we were greeted by the doctor and by Nurse Amy, who sat and explained to us all the aftercare, which was interesting because we hadn't received any aftercare advice in our previous 2 attempts in addressing the tongue tie. Following that, they sat with us and told us how to stretch out the tongue, how to stretch out the lip, and I think we looked really nervous because it was our 3rd attempt, albeit that this time it wasn't using scissors, it was using radiofrequency. And they told us that if we were really nervous, they'd be happy to see us every single day if we needed to for the entire 3 weeks while the tongue and lip was healing. And we almost took them up on that. We came every other day to have his lip and tongue checked and for them to help us with the stretches. So today marked the end of the 3 weeks. So we're glad to get the go-ahead that both the tongue and the lip has healed. Our experience throughout has been great. The staff are all super friendly. Dr. Medhat had a really good bedside manner.
So accommodating, the fact we were on holiday, allowing us to come at times that suited our time and making time for Theo and us was fantastic.
Yeah, and the fact that Amy and the other nurses gave us like a number that we can text anytime we were concerned about anything. So, yeah.
It's just been a really comprehensive aftercare, fantastic surgery, and I can't believe how successful it's been.